Stop everything you are doing right now. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Close every other tab on your browser. Turn up the volume and listen very carefully because the Coachella Valley in Southern California is currently under absolute siege. If you thought you knew what the atmosphere at the BNP Paribas Open was supposed to feel like, I need you to take that preconceived idea, crumple it up, and throw it completely out the window. We are not talking about polite golf claps. We are not talking about quiet country club tennis, where fans sip champagne in silence. We are talking about an unprecedented, earth-shaking ticket frenzy that has crashed secondary markets, overloaded servers, and sent tournament organizers into a full logistical panic. And the catalyst for all of this beautiful chaos is one single 20-year-old woman. Alex Eala has officially touched down in the California desert, and she has brought the entire global Filipino diaspora with her. The reports coming out of Indian Wells right now are absolutely staggering. Tickets for the specific sessions where Alex is even projected to step onto the court are disappearing instantly. The prestigious tennis paradise in the desert has been completely hijacked by the Alex Eala effect, and the traditional tennis establishment is watching in total awe of what is unfolding before their eyes. To truly understand why the box office is exploding right now, and why the secondary ticket market is seeing prices skyrocket to levels usually reserved for the finals of a Grand Slam, you have to look at what the actual legends of the sport are saying behind closed doors and on open microphones. Just days ago, on the incredibly popular Nothing Major podcast, retired ADP standouts Sam Querrey, John Isner, and Steve Johnson dedicated a massive segment to this exact phenomenon. Let's put this into perspective for a second. These are guys who have played on the biggest center courts in the world. They have faced Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. They have seen everything there is to see in professional tennis. And yet, they were completely blown away by what they are witnessing with Alex Eala. Sam Querrey directly asked the question that every marketing executive, every sponsor, and every tournament director in the Women's Tennis Association is currently thinking: is Alex Eala the biggest draw in women's tennis right now on a global scale? Steve Johnson did not hesitate. He said yes. He described the crowds that flocked to see her in Australia and the massive mobs in Dubai as standing room only, calling the level of attention around her insane and absolutely enormous. When former top-tier American men's players, guys who usually focus heavily on the ADP, are dedicating podcast time to analyzing the sheer crowd-pulling power of a 20-year-old Filipina on the WTA Tour, you know with certainty that the paradigm of the sport has fundamentally shifted. They noted that the energy surrounding her is not just a local phenomenon. It is a massive global mobilization of Filipinos who flood these stadiums to support their national hero. And now she is stepping into Southern California, an area that proudly boasts one of the largest, most vibrant, and most passionate Filipino-American populations on the planet. If the stadiums were standing room only in the Middle East, Indian Wells might need extra bleachers just to accommodate the demand. But let us be absolutely clear about one crucial point. This ticket frenzy is not just based on national pride or cultural representation. It is rooted in cold, hard, undeniable dominance on the tennis court. Alex Eala is not showing up to this so-called fifth Grand Slam as a cute media story or a lucky wild card hoping to steal a few games. She is arriving in California as an apex predator following her historic giant-slaying run to the quarterfinals at the WTA 1000 event in Dubai, where she sent world number 7 Jasmine Paolini packing in a match that shook the stadium. Eala has skyrocketed up the rankings to a career-high world number 31. Do you know what that number actually means in the context of the Indian Wells draw? It means she has officially earned a first-round bye. She does not have to grind through the opening days of the tournament. She does not have to battle a desperate qualifier fighting for survival. She gets to sit back, rest her legs, analyze the draw with her coaching staff from the Rafa Nadal Academy, and wait for her opponent in the round of 64. She has cracked the elite echelon of the sport, becoming a seeded player at a 1,000-level event for the first time in her professional career. She has forced the WTA computer to mathematically recognize what her most loyal fans have known all along. She is a top-tier, world-class threat who possesses the firepower and tactical intelligence to beat anyone on any given day. And if you need more proof that the corporate world is fully aware of her power, Look at what she did before she even set foot in the desert to hit a practice ball. While other players were grinding on the practice courts, sweating under the sun, Alex Eala was being treated like global royalty at the Nike World headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon. She did not just get a standard corporate tour. She received a personalized red carpet welcome from the biggest sportswear giant on the planet. Nike plastered massive posters of the biggest moments of her career across the walls of their legendary campus. They created a stunning visual display inspired by the sampaguita, the national flower of the Philippines, to honor her heritage and make her feel at home. Nike understands the numbers better than anyone. They see the sold-out stadiums. They track the social media engagement. They see the merchandise flying off the shelves. They know that Alex Eala is the ultimate, incredibly lucrative bridge between the Western sports machine and the massive, largely untapped potential of the Asian market. They are strapping a metaphorical rocket to her back because they believe she is the future face of their global tennis division. When a company like Nike rolls out that kind of treatment, it sends a powerful message to the rest of the tour. So, what does this mean for the actual tournament unfolding in the California desert? It means the tournament directors and scheduling committee at Indian Wells are facing a beautiful logistical headache. Usually, early round matches for newly seeded players are scheduled on smaller outer courts like Court 4 or Court 6. But you cannot put Alex Eala on an outside court. It is practically impossible. If you place her there, the thousands of fans flooding the gates, buying every available pass, could overwhelm the facility. The sheer volume of people desperate to witness her heavy left-handed forehand demands that she be placed on Stadium 1 or Stadium 2. She is forcing organizers to treat her with the same scheduling respect they give to IGA Swiatek or Aryna Sabalenka. She is a certified main event attraction. And for the player unlucky enough to draw her in the second round, they are walking into a psychological storm. Imagine being a professional tennis player on the WTA Tour. You train your entire life. You sacrifice your childhood. You fly to California. You step out of the tunnel onto the hard court. And suddenly you realize that 15,000 people in the stands are passionately and loudly rooting against you. Every time you miss a first serve, the crowd erupts. Every time Alex Eala hits a clean winner down the line, the stadium shakes beneath your feet. We saw Coco Gauff, the reigning US Open champion and one of the toughest competitors on the planet, admit in Dubai that she had to mentally convince herself the crowd was chanting her own name just to survive the suffocating pressure of playing against the Alex Eala fanbase. Now multiply that Dubai crowd by 10. Add the brilliant California sunshine and place them inside the massive bowl of the Indian Wells tennis garden. That is what her opponents are facing. It is an overwhelming, relentless wall of sound. And Eala feeds off it. She does not shrink under the weight of her nation's expectations. She absorbs it. She channels their energy, their grit, their struggles, and their pride. And she converts it into baseline aggression. The tactical matchup here is also fascinating and cannot be ignored. The courts at Indian Wells are famously unique. They are hard courts, yes, but the surface grips the ball, and the desert air creates a slow, gritty, high-bouncing environment. These conditions perfectly reward players who use heavy topspin. And who uses heavy topspin better than a left-handed prodigy trained at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca? Very few. These slow courts feel tailor-made for Alex's style. She can stand at the baseline, control the geometry of the court, rip that looping forehand cross-court, and push opponents deep behind the baseline. The heavy hitters who rely on flat drives may find their shots sitting upright in Eala's strike zone. It is a tactical nightmare for anyone across the net. The stakes for this tournament are enormous. But uniquely, Alex Eala is playing with house money. Because this is her highly anticipated debut at the BNP Paribas Open, she has 0 ranking points to defend from last year's calendar. She has nothing to lose. Every match she wins, every round she advances is pure profit for her ranking. She has a mountain to defend later this month at the Miami Open, where she must protect 390 points from her wildcard semi-final run last year. But here in Indian Wells, she can swing freely. She can take risks. She can attack returns and passing shots without the anxiety of dropping in the rankings. And a fearless, Unburdened Alex is the most dangerous version of Alex. If she strings together a few statement wins on these gritty hard courts, she could break into the top 20 before March even ends. But this phenomenon is bigger than ranking points or prize money. What we are witnessing in the California desert is a cultural movement disguised as a tennis tournament. For decades, tennis has searched for ways to diversify its audience, attract younger fans, and escape the country club stereotype. Alex is accomplishing that single-handedly. She is bringing grandmothers, teenagers, overseas workers, and casual sports fans into the tennis ecosystem for the first time. She is proving that representation truly matters. When she steps onto the court, laces up her Nike shoes, and grips her Babolat racket, she is not just representing herself. She is carrying the hopes of more than 100 million people who finally have a transcendent superstar to call their own. The ticket frenzy in Indian Wells is not just about watching two players hit a yellow ball over a net. It is about being present when history is written. It is about looking back 10 or 15 years from now when Alex Eala is lifting multiple Grand Slam trophies at Wimbledon and Roland Garros and saying, "I was there. I was in the stands when she took over the desert and put the world on notice." The established order of the WTA is officially on alert. The defending champion, the world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, and the entire top 10 are watching ticket sales explode and realizing that the power dynamic of the tour is shifting beneath their feet. The Alex Eala era is no longer a distant prediction. It is the reality of the present moment. The coveted first-round bye is secured. Her legs are fresh. The Nike armor is on. The tactical plan from her elite coaching staff is set. And her loyal army of fans is mobilizing at the gates, ready to turn the Coachella Valley into Manila. I need to hear from every single one of you watching or listening to this deep dive right now. If you live in California or are flying in from out of state, did you secure a ticket to this madness? Or are you locked out by the unprecedented frenzy and sky-high secondary prices? How far do you truly believe Alex Eala can go in this tournament now that she is officially seeded with a first-round bye? Do you think the famously slow, high-bouncing courts of Indian Wells will give her the ultimate tactical edge against the heavy flat hitters of the WTA? And how will her first opponent handle the deafening roar of 15,000 fans against them? Drop your boldest predictions, your exact scorelines, and your loudest support in the comment section below because the algorithm needs to see the unmatched power of this fan base. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now, and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss a single second of our wall-to-wall coverage. We are tracking every topspin forehand, every crucial match point, and every historic moment as Alexandra Eala prepares to set the California desert on fire. The long wait is over. The 5th Grand Slam is here. The draw is set, and the new queen of the courts has officially arrived.